If ever there was evidence that the Labour Party and Tony Blair's social experiment hasn't worked, then it's what happened in Peckham 2 days ago. And what happened was there was a huge protest by the black community outside a shop. And the shop is called Peckham Hair and Cosmetics. It is Asian owned, and it's right in the middle of the melting pot that is Peckham in London. And when I say melting pot, it's diverse, multiculturalism and all that stuff. And the only thing that shocked me is that this protest didn't turn into a riot, because that's what usually happens, isn't it? Now, the mainstream media would have shown you a footage or a photo of a female black customer being seemingly strangled by an Asian shop owner. And that's all they've shown us. That's it. However, thanks to social media, you can actually see the whole context of what really happened, and that is uncomfortable for the Black Lives Matter and Antifa agitators who were whipping up the black community into a frothy hysteria outside this shop. Now you can see all these videos online, they're everywhere because this is trending on X, formerly Twitter. And the full story is the black female customer went into the shop to return an item she bought there previously. Now the shop's policy is no refunds, so the shopkeeper offered her store credit instead, and that means something else for the same value, which is fair enough. Now she didn't like that, so she picked up a number of stuff and tried to run away, so effectively she committed a crime and shoplifted. Now the shopkeeper, now you can see this all on the CCTV, he tried to stop her leaving the store with the items, and then she attacked him. Now this attack goes on for a good few minutes, and this attack is so relentless it doesn't stop her leaving anymore, and he's walking away and she's still slapping him. She is battering him and he's doing nothing about it. He's got his hands up. You know, he dare not do anything anymore because this woman is clearly violent. And so in the end, this shopkeeper has to defend himself, and because her arms are flailing and he doesn't know what to do, he ends up grabbing her by the throat from behind, and she's screaming, "Call the police, call the police." And that is the full context of what really happened. The black female customer didn't have to shoplift or attempt to shoplift, grab the items and run away. She could have accepted the shopkeeper's store credit and be on her way. The black female customer didn't have to attack the shopkeeper relentlessly for a good few minutes. All this needn't have happened, but alas it did, and because of her demographic, the whole thing has been completely twisted and distorted out of all recognition for what it really is. Now the shop is closed, the shopkeeper and his family are scared for their lives, and the black community have plastered the front of the shop with disgusting racist signs. They're using all the usual tropes such as racism, and they're also trying to discourage the black community from shopping in Asian-owned shops. There are also disturbing signs on there saying, go to Bradford and other Asian areas, we don't want you in our areas, which really pisses someone like me off because I'm British, I'm a proud Brit, I'm aware of my cultural history, my people's blood bled deep into this ground, and it bothers me that a generation of good men and women died in conflicts to make this country better, only for it to be reduced to something like this, where another demographic can claim bits of it for themselves and declare it a no-go area for other demographics. This isn't the Britain I want for me or my children or your children and their children, but that's the way it's going, unfortunately. And this is what happens when people come to expect privileges and preferential treatment or deferential treatment based on race. And we can't have equality otherwise. And some of this has been blamed on white supremacy, bafflingly. I don't know why, but you see them on social media and on these placards outside the shop. They're blaming white people for this happening, even though there was not one white person involved in this incident. And it's also reminiscent of 1930s Germany, by the way, when Jews had their shops boycotted and painted over with anti-Semitic slogans by the Nazis. I mean, being a teenager and coming of age in the 90s, I never thought Britain would be brought so low as to what it is now. And it's all thanks to Tony Blair, Gordon Brown and New Labour when they were voted in 97. They started this whole social experiment bollocks, and it hasn't worked. They opened the floodgates, and the result is this, and it's only going to get worse, folks, unfortunately. And so there we go, that's the truth about the Peckham shop protest in London the other day. The mainstream media won't show you the full context, and all because someone didn't get away with shoplifting. And there we go, that's my video, hope you like. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and until the next time, Roger Trout.